Good afternoon, YouTube, and welcome back to Fat Cat Collections. And today I want to share with you guys a product that I received a couple weeks ago, and I just haven't had a chance to really give it a full test and full review. But I do want to share with you guys nonetheless, because it's a weekend, and I usually record videos on the weekends, and I want to go ahead and put it out there, just to let you guys know that I am going to do another video on it, probably next week, and let you guys know what I truly think about it. But right now, I just want to share it with you guys, because I think it's such a cool product, and the company was generous enough to send this to me. And this is by a company called Nomad, and what this is one of their espresso machines. Now, I love gizmos and gadgets, and I love coffee, and I love beer. So naturally, anything that makes those two things better, such as my kegerator that I have that I reviewed, if you didn't check that out, do so. And I love anything gadgets in the kitchen. And you know, I used to be a cook back in the day when I was a lot younger, and I loved it. I was a Chinese chef, not physically a Chinese chef, I was a Chinese cuisine chef, and I loved it, you know, and I still cook at home, and I've been meaning, you know, one thing I look back at when you know, my home is not huge, but I mean, it's big enough for a single guy. It's about 1,500 square feet, and you know, I dream of having just an enormous kitchen. And one thing, when I remodeled my home and I moved in and I bought it, you know, I put in a standard oven, a gas oven, you know, and I kind of wish I would have spent a little more money and got something a little different, maybe even gutted the entire kitchen. And I kind of always had the idea to have a commercial wok in my kitchen, just because I love to cook that kind of stuff. It's really easy to cook it. It's fast, it's healthy, or you can make it healthy. Of course, you make anything healthy or unhealthy, but I love having kitchen stuff. And so this company, and I love coffee, and I've never owned an espresso maker. And so I'm really glad that I had the opportunity to get this, and that they were nice enough to send it to me. And I just want to thank Nomad again for their generosity in sending this to me. And this is what it is right here. And this thing is awesome. Now, again, I can't tell you how great the coffee is yet. I can't tell you, you know, any of that stuff. But this is a fantastic product, unlike anything else out there. What this is basically a portable, manual-powered espresso machine, and it's very simple and very straightforward. I did test this with water just to clean it, and this is going to be a no-brainer to make great espresso shots. Now I'm gonna have to experiment with it to you know, become better at using it and learning the pressure. But what it is basically is you have this device, okay, and it's very. It comes in different colors. It's very sleek looking. I think it's cool. I have it on my kitchen counter. This is definitely something where guests or friends come over, they're going to be like, what is that thing? And again, another awesome feature of this is the fact you don't need power. And I remember a while back, and here's why I ramble on, so I know you guys sometimes don't like when I ramble on, but I'm going to do it anyway, is that years ago, and I'm still friends with both these two guys, but we don't see each other as much as we do anymore, but they're still my best friends, and I love them, and I hope we get to do something like this again. One of my buddies has this an old Bayliner boat, and we would love to go and take that out and hit up a couple of the islands and go camping. And you know, when I'm going, I'm thinking about one thing when I'm going like camping or out in the water. What are we gonna need to get crab? What are we gonna drink? We need a lot of beer, and of course, you know, food, steaks. You know, nothing like a steak dripping over a hot fire and getting that smoke flavor. Nothing like the fresh air, especially out on the islands. It's absolutely breathtaking, and I love it. I wish I could do more of it. But I never really think about other things other people think about. So my buddy Sammy, Sammy's always thinking about stuff like this. His brain never stops. And he brought a French press with us. And I was like, man, I didn't even think about coffee. Like, I have to have coffee every day or I'll die. And so, you know, luckily he was like, man, I got fresh coffee. And he had some nice beans. I'm a Folgers guy. I mean, I use a Keurig. I use it just for the purpose of getting going in the morning. But, you know, he brought some nice coffee and did the whole French press thing. And ever since then, I was like, gosh, I really should take the time sometimes to really enjoy the process in making things like I did when I cooked, you know. Now it's like Keurig, boom, you know, done. But this is going to bring that back. And if you guys haven't seen some of my other videos where I reviewed some other stuff for the kitchen in the last couple of weeks, I'm actually going to start doing some cooking stuff. I might do it on a different channel. I might share it on 2 different channels, but I'm going to start to do more of a smart kitchen series. And, you know, let me know what you guys think. You know, sometimes people like to watch my videos based on the watches. Other people smart on tech. I like to consider Fat Cat Collections just a conglomerate of all different kinds of cool stuff. So maybe I'm sure I'll do it on both. But nonetheless, this is great. I'll do a full review of this, and I'll show you guys how to use it. But basically what you do Well, actually, let me get back. Sorry, let me get back. Let me ramble on a little more. Sammy brought that coffee on the island. Before I ramble on to this, I got to stay focused on one thing at a time. Obviously, I had my caffeine tonight. So he brought that French press, and I was like, gosh, that's so great that he brought that. We had this delicious coffee, this wonderful breakfast, and this beautiful view, right? Well, this is something you could take camping. And if I ever go camping again with my boys, this is something I'm definitely going to bring. Now, it's not something you want to go banging around because it's not meant to be thrown into a backpack. It is something a little bit more clunky if you're going to take camping. You don't want to take this backpacking, of course. It's too large. But throw it in a box and bring it on a boat, no problem. And basically what you do is this is your reservoir, and you basically fill that with boiling water. You pop your cap back on, and what it has on top here is a pressure gauge and this lever. And what you do is you basically open the lever and you pull out this box. I'll put this down for a second. And this is if you ever seen a traditional, coffee maker or espresso machine. You basically have my ex-girlfriend could help me here because I don't know what any of these things are called. She's a barista, so she was all about this stuff. But anyway, you have a reservoir, a container of some sort where you put your grounds. I know that much. You put your grounds in, they even give you one of these. I believe it's called I'm going to call it a tamper. I'm thinking building patios, you know what I mean? So anyway, you tamp your coffee down, and don't laugh at me, guys. I'm doing the best I can with this one. And so basically you pop this right inside the apparatus here, or the machine. You close it down, you lock it, and then what you do is you watch the gauge and you use a seesaw motion, and you pump. And what it does, it pressurizes the water through the coffee, and you keep the pressure at about, I think they said 9 bar, and then there's a red zone here. So again, I have to experiment and learn how to use this. What happens is your coffee comes out right underneath here, and you have your espresso shots. And I'm really looking forward to using this because for years I've been wanting to have an espresso maker. And I not only think that they look cool, but they're very, very functional. And I love coffee. And this is what this one looks like. It is available in several different colors. I believe a blue, a blue, a white, the red, and I think a lime green. I opted for the white, matches my kitchen a little better. But that's about it, really. Like I said, you pump this, you watch the gauge, and you get a delicious espresso shot. And depending on the pressure you bring it up to, I guess determines what kind of shot you get. If you want a little bit of foam, again, this is something I'm going to experiment with and learn how to use. And I definitely intend on getting a full-size espresso maker anyway, because I just absolutely love the way they look in the kitchen. And yeah, awesome stuff. So I wanted to share that with you guys. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you have any questions. I have a contact over at Nomad. I could definitely get you the information. And if you're in the market for get one of these, there will be a link in the description. I think it's a fantastic way to manually, in a very, very cool way, bring espresso into your home. It's pretty awesome. And be able to have, I mean, how awesome is that to be able to take this camping with you and out in the sticks somewhere and be able to make delicious espresso in the morning. I mean, it doesn't get any better than just an awesome cup of coffee in the morning out in the woods or the nature, out on an island looking at the view. It's absolutely awesome. I mean, just breathtaking. So the only thing better than that is having a beer. All right, guys. Well, thank you very much for watching. Thank you, Nomad, for your generosity in sending me the espresso maker. I will come back and re-review this product at a later date. I'm trying to build up more devices into the kitchen. I have several devices sent to me that are part of my Smart Kitchen series. I do have to remodel my countertops eventually, but I'm still going to start doing videos even with the countertops the way they are now. They're not bad, but I want to change them to marble. But stay tuned for more of that stuff. Again, let me know what you guys think. Let me know if you have any questions. If you want to make a purchase, do so in the description. As always, guys, have a wonderful day and take care.